Here we are again. Progress is being made slowly. I've had 4 lessons with a piano teacher now, and they have been very useful. We've been talking about how you work the pedal on the right, which is the sustain pedal, and it doesn't really work how I thought it should. And it takes a bit of practice to work it out, and to get it to sustain the notes that you want it to sustain and cut off those that you don't do. And I don't think I really would have picked that up from a book or from an app that I've been using so far. So the piano lessons have been a real boom on that thing. So to practice the pedal control, I've been playing Prelude in C by Bach, and I'll play you a little bit of it later on, and you'll get the sustain as the notes ring on. So that's been useful. I am still working through the books that I've been using. I've been using the classic piano course, which I've had for years and never really picked up. So I've been using that, and I'm still using the app as well. The app, I think it's well placed for people who really have no musical idea whatsoever. But when it starts discussing things like music theory, which I know a bit about, I find that a little frustrating. But I do go through it all properly and just follow it along. But when it comes to the chord structures of when you're moving around different hands and things, sometimes I find that a bit difficult, and it goes a bit faster for me. Luckily, being an app, I can control how fast it plays, and I can repeat something if I'm making a right mess of it. But let me play you a little piece. Right, so this is Prelude in C by Bach, and if you play it without the pedal, it sounds like this. And although you can hear something ringing on, you're getting that and that playing, and then there's a gap, and then there's a. Whereas if I use the pedal, it sounds much more melodic. And so on. So that's Prelude in C. I think the pedal just makes things really sustained, especially when you come to the end and you're playing down here. learnt from the teacher today. The other thing he's focusing on is diminished chords, which as a trumpet player, you don't play chords on a trumpet or a clarinet or a violin, and unless you've been a sort of music professional, you probably don't come across the concept that often. But so this is a C major chord, play up here, and a diminished chord sounds like this. So it's a minor third, a minor third, and a sixth. That's my understanding, and rather than told, you just move that up the keyboard. And then you start them from different positions, and he wants me to practice those. I've got no idea why, but I will do that as well. In a couple of weeks' time, I get my hip operation, and now hopefully I'll be able to sit down and give some proper attention to the piano rather than the bits and pieces that I'm doing now. So updates in the near future, hopefully. Fingers crossed.